The thing that is amazing about this movie, and I have to say it's a tradition of the Mummy films, is that we've had just the most incredible sets. Nigel Phelps, who is our production designer on Mummy 3, he's topped everything that we've done before in the other two pictures by a big margin.
Mr. Nigel Phelps, who's my talented production designer. When we first met, we shared a dream of doing this movie on an enormous scale. And in his mind, detail by detail, that desire became a physical, artistic reality.
And that's the wall. That's 400 feet of wall.
Now, how big is that, this one? Like 10 inches in diameter?
When we ended up shooting a lot of the soundstage work in Montreal, they built just fantastic sets. It's really a great credit to the craftspeople up there.
Every set is a big surprise to me. You know, you go in there and you're just shocked by it, you know, and you want to get your camera out and take photos. It makes your job as an actor a lot easier.
I think as an actor, you don't like to work with green screen because you don't really get a feel of the place. You know, your imagination can take you up to a certain level, but when you walk onto a set, the grandeur, the size, the height of it takes you into that place. So it helps how you become that character. It's very important.
You must rest.
It was incredible to see the sets, especially in Montreal, to see the inside of the cave where Michelle Yeoh lives with the reclining Buddha. It was something that you've never seen before. And to see the attention to detail was just incredible.
Is this Shangri-La?
This is the first set Nigel and I developed and drew. In my head and in Nigel Phelps' that we've developed that everything has an artist's vision. This set relates to me personally as a practitioner of Buddhism. I always wanted to create in this set a kind of hidden, secret Tibetan shrine, you know. We've done a good job.
It feels like finding a real archaeological world wonder. They have so many artisans and sculptors and plasterers and painters who actually, you know, do the textures. Look at this stuff, it's solid. You know, it's practical.
Watch out! There was a set built called for the mausoleum where they redid the terracotta warriors, and that was just phenomenal, you know, it was just epic. It's not even a set, it's a reality.
Well, it's my imagined tomb of the emperor, the way it was in Xi'an before it was vandalized and burned, and ultimately all the terracotta warriors were smashed. I always imagined, even before the mummy, before this came up, what did that look like the day they sealed it up? This is the missing tomb of the first emperor of China. Yeah, just right? Yeah. They still haven't found it today in real life.
Rob has placed the emperor's tomb below the terracotta warriors.
Action!
The interesting thing is they recovered a certain part below the terracotta warriors right now in Xi'an, and they are wondering if it could be the emperor's tomb. And it seemed perfect. It sort of ties in fact and fiction. It is just amazing. I mean, when I was walking through there, it gave me the creeps.
There it is! We found it! The gateway of Shangri-La.
We are right now, I guess what we're calling the gateway to Shangri-La. Incorporates a rope bridge, and this is going to be tied into our adjacent courtyard set.
When we cut the film together, there might be a little set extension here and there, but you're really seeing and feeling the whole texture and the physical reality of the set.
Well, this one is a little bit different than the others in that we're incorporating a lot more digital effects into this set. Our outdoor sets are not final, and they are going to have digital enhancement.
And if you look down here, you know, you see you've got a nice blue screen here, so we're going to see this huge drop that falls away underneath this bridge, all through the magic of visual effects.
It's going to be pretty cool, but everything we've been doing has been pretty amazing.
And the production department in Montreal did a fantastic job on this movie. And then we moved to China and shot the rest of it over there, and it all turned out great.
backlots and standing sets that you could not build for any amount of money at any other studio in the world. What we've done is taken the bare bones of those sets and created spectacular cityscapes and temples out of them. It's really grand what's been pulled off.
We're in Hengdian, China, where they have built these enormous standing sets. Obviously not easily done on a one-off basis in an American movie. But when a government gets involved in filmmaking, this is the kind of thing that can result. I mean, this is a $100 million set, but we get to use it.
But we could, utilize the existing doors and utilize that tunnel. And basically just clad this front.
It's quite remarkable. I almost felt myself feeling a bit envious, wishing like, I want to be in the part of the movie that was 5,000 years earlier so I can be in the shot with a really cool set piece there.
We are in Shanghai streets where it's crazy busy, insane. Everything's real, so it's really good fun.
In Shanghai, we discovered this incredible backlot where there are several city blocks of period Shanghai. I don't know how we would have photographed this sequence if we hadn't found this backlot.
This street was pretty challenging because basically it's a backlot with just the building structures, and all the life that you see in this studio was added in by us. I had more assistants and more crew than I've ever had on any movie. I mean, I think all total, working with me, 250 to 300 people, just in set decoration. That's a lot of people. So there's quite a lot of Chinese craftsmanship in the movie.
There's so much detail here in how we've recreated this street of Shanghai 1946. It's done with such love by our Chinese and international crew. It's quite beautiful, the colors, the control of the lights. It's just magical.
Pull it off and have it all ready at the same time so the film company could go anywhere they wanted. That was pretty challenging.
It's a wrap! I'll tell you what, Mr. Nigel has given me my dream. The amount of work he's generated in the 7-8 months since we met is phenomenal. And to have it come out with this kind of quality and scope has been thrilling. So I owe him more than I can ever really say.
Thank you, man.